Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another exciting episode of All About Life. I am going to be discussing the whole issue with what happened at the Oscars with Will Smith and Chris Rock. Okay? So, something crazy went down. Essentially, Chris Rock ended up making a joke about Jada. And it had to do with a G.I. Jane 2 comment, which is essentially about a woman who is bald, some white woman in this movie where she's like strong, has this independence and power to her, but she is bald. And Jada is going through some medical conditions with her hair, and it's why she is bald currently, okay? And it's something that obviously she's not too proud of and is probably going through stress and some sort of depression on it, okay, from prior information that I found out. So Will Smith is seen laughing. His first initial reaction is laughter when Chris Rock starts to talk about other things leading into the joke on his wife. Now, Will Smith, after or while laughing, you can see Jada in the camera where she's very serious and looks very disappointed and upset, okay? Off camera, it goes right back to Chris Rock, and Chris Rock is, noticing, oh shit, Will Smith is going up to the stage, literally walking right up through. And out of nowhere, he gets slapped in the face. But there is a lot of controversy going on this topic other than the actual slap itself. It's definitely a way to knock a person's ego and knock a man's manhood down, okay? But the gist of this is that from the two sides, we can see some individuals think it's staged, all right? While the other side believes it's real. So what we notice is right before the slap was coming, Chris Rock put his face forward and looked like he was bracing himself for the smack. All right. Now, this could be his reaction for it being a surprise. This could be his reaction for him thinking that Will Smith was going to tell him something, like moving close to tell him something in his ear. There's many speculations on what it could have been. But as it is and as it stands, it's real. A lot of people in the crowd were shocked, and nobody else, is essentially confirming that this was staged. I don't know either side. Honestly, we're going to just treat this video as if it's real, okay? That's going to be the stance on this topic. Now, before I really dive into detail, my boy Jonathan isn't here. So, you have your homeboy Anthony, the original creator of the channel anyways. And I'm going to be giving you a nice little breakdown, all right? So for one, we know that Will Smith and Jada and his family as a whole have been in the spotlight during the pandemic. If you guys haven't heard, which I'm pretty sure majority of you have, there was an entanglement with August, this man that Will Smith and his family took in as family. And I use that in quotations. Now, many people argue that they've been in an open relationship. It's been known that Will Smith is sleeping around and so is Jada. Now, the problem with this whole idea is that when this entanglement came up to light, Will Smith was unaware, right? If you walk through and do some research, he didn't know about this entanglement right away. Now, obviously, he found out later, and he was willing to leave Jada. I don't know if you listen to Red Table Talk, but essentially that's a platform where her and many other women are talking about different topics. A lot of them being a little too personal. But for the views, what wouldn't you do? Anyways, so it came about multiple times of how she's not very happy with her relationship with Will, okay? There has been a lot of talk of other love interests on the show, specifically going back into her past. And of course, things of the nature that Will Smith just doesn't do it for her in the bedroom. Not my words, just watch Red Table Talk, type in Will Smith, and you'll probably find a bunch of things that you won't like to hear unless you are one of the ladies that are cheering her on when it comes down to talking down on men. Because that's what happens a lot on Red Table Talk. Okay? But anyways, the point is that Will Smith has been pretty much degraded, as far as what people can presume of his nature and who he is as a person outside of his fame and fortune. So, getting back to the point, all of this is transpiring. You do see the discrepancies with this whole story, with this whole situation, all right? So, the fact of the matter is that Will Smith, his actions, I believe, would be correct to some degree. Overall, it's wrong on a consensus because you do not inflict physical violence on anybody. Doesn't matter what they say. They could say something disrespectful towards you. In this country, you're supposed to use equal force, essentially, if you know what I mean. So if someone slaps you, you can slap them back. And that is self-defense. But if someone says something stupid towards you and you go attack them, you're on the wrong. Chris Rock could have pressed charges, but he dropped it. He didn't bother. He let Will slide on it. Again, if it's scripted, that's to be expected. And if it's real, Chris did an admirable thing. However, he was disrespected pretty badly. Man to man, getting slapped in the face and taking it, not a good thing. Definitely, yeah. We just can't really fly with that. But anyways, point is that after the whole fact, there were apologies on both ends. Chris Rock, as you can see displayed on the screen, apologizes, and so does Will Smith, as you can see on the screen. Now, Will Smith, when he's accepting his award, when he goes on stage after the whole slap, he does apologize to the franchise and basically the public and people, and you'll see if you listen to the video or if you actually watch the Oscars and the award show. So the point is that there were apologies transferred to one another. The situation, in my opinion, again, my stance is it would have been okay to some degree. It's still wrong overall, but I could understand if you were defending a woman that was good to you. Not just the mother of your kids, but a woman who respected you and is loyal. Now, as you can see in this little discussion that I posted up right now, you can see me going back and forth with one of the critics. One of the posts that I kind of put out there caught some traction of the situation, and you'll see me going back and forth with a few individuals. And when I say a few, quite a lot. Now, this is one person that apparently just didn't like what I had to say and is defending the behavior of a poorly misguided choice, okay? In defense of a poorly misguided woman, all right? In my perspective, you and your place as a woman next to your man is to uplift and show support to the man who is taking care of you and your family and who's bringing in the bacon, so to speak. Will Smith is A-star, A-class actor, multi-millionaire, okay? We're talking about a person who has a lot going on for him. Jada, not so much. Outside of Red Table Talk, which is relatively recent, past few years, Jada only had a few roles that were decent at best, okay? They didn't reel in millions of dollars for her pocket. However, because of being married to Will Smith, she's reaping the rewards that this man has. Now, granted, there are a lot of people in support for what Will Smith did. I would be partially part of that group if she earned that position. If a woman, again, is respecting me and looking after me and not sleeping around with someone that I'm unaware of, where I have to find out and I'm questioning if I want to even be with this woman anymore, and all the problems associated with trying to, quote unquote, make this woman happy. Will Smith had to tell her and told the world that we're not in charge of other people's happiness. They are, which he's absolutely correct. But all of these type of conversations, unfortunately, goes in one ear and out the other when it comes to a lot of women. A lot of women support the behavior of Jada and support the behavior of Will Smith slapping the hell out of another man in her defense when she didn't deserve it. That's my thoughts, my opinions. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this matter. Was it warranted for Chris Rock to get his shit pushed in? Or was Will Smith wrong? Is Will Smith being a little too controlled by his woman? There are levels and limits, in my opinion, for what you should do in your relationship, especially when you're not treated as the man you should be. Those are my thoughts. Again, make sure you leave a thumbs up to this video, like it, share it. I would greatly appreciate it. This channel is still small and it's growing, but we definitely need this in order to bring out more content to you guys, especially when we're talking about hard topics and discussions that very few people are willing to discuss because it can cost other people their jobs. And as we all know in the manosphere, these type of topics, if you have a job, there's a good chance you'll get fired. So if you're someone like me and other content creators that are doing this and have your own sufficient income and your own way of pretty much surviving, then you're good to go, okay? But anyways, thank you for watching, and as always, this channel is all about you. Catch you guys on the next video.